Good morning, everyone. It's a great day here on That Park Place. I am Jonas J. Campbell, and with me, as always, is Vash Sky. Vash, do you concur that it is a great day?
I concur. It's a great day, Jonas. Thank you so much for having us on. And it is very exciting to hear from all of our contributors today at That Park Place.
Yeah, as my pop always like to say, when you want to get something done, you got to make a list. And so here we are listing all the stories from entertainment, streaming, theme parks, and video games in all the news that should be fun.
Number 1.
Hey, it's me, Jonas J. Campbell, with our first story of the day. It looks like Jollywood Nights has been canceled again. As you might be aware, we've covered Jollywood Nights a few times on this channel, and the first event did not go well. Some calling it an opening day disaster. That would be us. We even had someone on the channel, Shannon. She was out at Jollywood Nights, and I recommend you go check out that video and go check out Shannon's channel. This story out of Walt Disney World News Today, written by Katie Francis. The December 16th Jollywood Nights event at Hollywood Studios has been canceled due to inclement weather. Typically, events were held rain or shine, but Central Florida is currently facing a bout of tropical storm conditions, including forecasted thunderstorms and heavy wind. According to this article, people who paid for tickets should have been automatically refunded, and there are 3 Jollywood Nights left in the season. Of course, I want to pass this off to you. I know that tropical storm conditions in Florida can be a big deal. They can also be kind of a nothing burger. I say this as a former Florida resident. Do you think that the Walt Disney Company is shutting this down because they want to be careful for guests, or do they want to avoid another situation in which people go to the event and then post about it on social media in the same way that they posted about the first night of the event? I don't know. Your comments are appreciated.
Number 2.
Hello, this is Lorena Creel of the Lorena Creel YouTube channel, keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. Speaking of keeping it real, Disney just announced the date of the start of the 2024 Flower and Garden Festival. Coming to us from wdwinfo.com, otherwise known as the Diz, Walt Disney World has just announced that the 2024 Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival will begin on February 28th, 2024. An end date has not been confirmed just yet. While the grounds at Epcot are always beautiful, the Flower and Garden Festival takes them to the next level, and everywhere you look is bursting with colorful blooms. Take in the sights and sounds of the festival with a bouquet of spirited entertainment options, a plethora of Disney character topiaries, including classic character favorites Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and many others play a starring role each year in the festival. Now, the Flower and Garden Festival is something that I've been going to even when I did not live in Florida. It is just a great way to just see the creativity of Disney with putting together these topiaries of classic and new characters. And again, a great way to welcome spring. So knowing about the start date for the Flower and Garden Show at Epcot for next year, are you interested in taking a trip to Epcot to check out the festivities? Let us know in the comments.
Number 3.
Hey everybody, how's it going? John here from Cine Park Rangers, where we talk all things movies and theme parks, here today for That Park Place to talk about Wonka. So Wonka is directed by Paul King and stars Timothée Chalamet as Willy Wonka. And I'm not going to lie to you all, I was very skeptical about this movie, particularly as it pertains to Timothée Chalamet and him playing Willy Wonka. He absolutely crushed it. It took me a little bit to get into it, but I was expecting to not enjoy his performance, and I've never been happier to be wrong. It surprised me on almost every level, and I thought that he really did the character justice. It's about as close to getting to like that Gene Wilder thing as you can get for it being a prequel movie, and I hope that you'll understand what I'm talking about if you decide to go see this one. I think it's worth your time. It's full of wonder, whimsy, magic, and just feels like a movie. There's no frills, there's no filler, there's no strings attached to it. It just is a movie about Willy Wonka becoming the titan of a chocolate maker that he is, and all of the magic that goes along with it. I recommend it. Go see it.
Number 4.
Hello, this is John Trent, the editor-in-chief at ThatParkPlace.com. Today I got a rumor that James Gunn is looking for a white actress to play Supergirl, and that Sasha Calle, who played the character in the Flash film, is no longer going to be part of the DC universe as Supergirl. let's get into this story here. Headline over at thatparkplace.com. Rumor, James Gunn and DC looking for a white actress to play Supergirl in DCU. Sasha Kaye is out. That is the latest rumor from Scooper Daniel RPK. We have this here from Home of DCU, which shared Daniel RPK's rumor from his Patreon account. They wrote, according to Daniel RPK, Supergirl will appear in Superman Legacy, and they are currently casting the character. Sasha Kaye will not portray Supergirl in the DCU. Following this rumor, the moderators on the DCEU Leaks subreddit shared additional details. They detailed that Gunn and DC Studios are looking for a white actress. Second, they noted they are looking for an actress between the ages of 18 and 25. Third, they reiterated Daniel RPK's claim that Supergirl's role in Superman Legacy would be limited to a cameo. Finally, the moderators also claimed that casting won't be finalized until a director for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, comes on board. You can see that right here on Reddit. If you don't know what's going on with Supergirl, they announced a Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow film back at the end of January as part of the DC Universe slate. DC Studios CEO James Gunn detailed the film would be based off Tom King's comic book series, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and that it would be turned into a, quote, big science fiction epic film. This is what he said. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents, whereas Supergirl in this story, she's a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way, so she's a much more jaded character. Back in November, Deadline's Justin Kroll reported that Gunn and co-CEO Peter Safran had tapped Anna Nogueira to write the script for the film. On top of this news, Kroll claimed, quote, the project is a standalone film that will follow Kara Zor-El, the cousin of Superman. I thought that was an interesting tidbit, given Gunn announced the film was indeed part of the DC Universe slate, as noted in the video during the DC Universe slate announcement. He did not indicate it would be separate from the DCU, such as Matt Reeves' The Batman. So it's kind of weird describing it as a standalone film. Interestingly, though, another interesting tidpoint is that Nogueira's only writing credit on IMDb is a short called We Win from 2018. Along with Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, she's also writing an adaptation of Mothers Lock Up Your Daughters. And she did recently pen the off-Broadway play Which Way to the Stage. So that is your update on Supergirl in James Gunn's DC Universe.
Number 5.
Table cake! Hi everybody, Tommy Tables here with some news about One Piece. Now, One Piece of what, you might be asking? Well, One Piece of Netflix. Yes, I am talking about the Netflix live-action mega hit and some very good news that is coming out of it. So, this live-action TV series, which is based on the 25-year-old anime and manga, no one thought it was going to be good. I mean, nobody. When we saw the photos leading up to it, when they said that they were going to try to make One Piece, which is this incredibly fantastical world, and translate that over into live action, it was a recipe for disaster. And yet, somehow, some way, Netflix pulled it off. And so, along with announcing a second season of the live-action TV series, Netflix has now announced that they were going to be creating a new anime series based on One Piece. And now, I know there is an anime series for it already. However, as I mentioned, it's 25 years old. It is great, but it's getting a little bit dated. They are going to be teaming up, Netflix that is, with Eiichiro Oda, who is the creator of One Piece, and they're going to be creating this brand new series called The One Piece, which is not a reboot. It is not a reimagining. It is basically a retelling of the East Blue Saga, which is the start of the entire story. However, they're going to be telling it using the ways of 2023 technology and animation techniques, which some of the anime out there is pretty fantastic. And before you get scared and nervous that Netflix is doing this, I would like to remind you that they have actually produced quite a lot of really good anime. I have a lot of faith in them on this. Like, I mean, One Punch Man was one of the anime that they produced. Knights of Sidonia, there were quite a few. And so I really think that this combo of the creator, Eiichiro Oda, again, keeping a bit of a tight leash on maybe some more North American sensibilities, along with the infinite budget of Netflix, will result in a retelling of this One Piece anime, which is going to be frankly awesome. So I can't wait to see this. I think this is going to be really, really great. In the meantime, apparently next month, One Piece creator Oda will premiere a brand new anime series on Netflix, which is going to be called Monsters 103 Mercy's Dragon Damnation. And that is a really long title. However, it's going to be following a character by the name of Ryuma, who's a samurai entangled in a world disrupted by a dragon capable of unleashing catastrophic destruction upon the land. All that to be said, I think that'll be a good sort of primer as to what we could expect from this new Netflix One Piece anime, and I think it's going to be good. I have a really good feeling about this. What about you guys? What do you think? Let us know your thoughts down below.
Thank you so much for tuning into That Park Place. We're at the end of another daily countdown. Like this video if you like this video, share it out on social media if you know somebody who might be into this sort of thing, and of course, subscribe to That Park Place for all of the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.